Hello everyone, Lisa Matthews here with you on the fly alongside virtually Brett Hundley, who just re-signed with the Arizona Cardinals. Congratulations, you're back in the Valley of the Sun for another year where you grew up. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to be back. Happy to re-sign and be back for year two. So last year was a blessing, and this year we plan to improve and keep it rolling.
I know mostly in the off season probably be really hard to pin you down. You're always traveling all over the world, but now given the circumstances, obviously it's just best to stay home, Brett. Just stay in your little temple for a little bit. How has this just experience disrupted some of your travels that you do?
It's funny, you can't get Jet Set Brett to stick in a house. It's hard to do that. But I actually escaped sort of getting quarantined twice this offseason. I got to travel a good amount for 2 months, but I was almost like running from it because I'd started in New Zealand, and from there I was supposed to go to South Korea. And two and a half hours before my flight, it was a morning flight, I woke up and was heading to the airport and had checked the sort of news just to make sure everything was safe. And like the whole coronavirus had like blew up out there overnight. It went from like 100 to like 400. And so I was going to be filming with GoPro and had to cancel that and then book a whole nother trip to go straight to Bali. But then again, I was in India after the Holi Festival, and I was heading to the airport to get on my flight. And then that's when the European ban came on. The U.S. put the ban on Europe, and had to cancel that flight. And then from there, I just headed straight back. So I had to sort of maneuver around some things. Started in New Zealand, and that was like my dream destination, especially as a photographer and like adventure seeker. But I started in New Zealand and took just a shuttle van, and drove for 10 days around South Island, New Zealand. Made a big circle, and I got to do a lot of cool things, like go black water rafting. It's like a white water rafting, but in a cave. And see, there's these things called the Waitomo glowworms. And so it's these worms that literally are stuck to the ceiling, and it's pitch dark, but they're like lit up. So they have these neon like butts to them, and they just light up the whole cave. It's really cool. I mean, it sounds a little weird, but it's really cool. And then zorbing. If anybody's ever heard of zorbing, it was created in New Zealand, and it's that big like plastic ball that you like run in like a hamster. I got to do that. Yeah, I got to do that. So I got a lot of fun stuff done. I got to see a whole bunch of places, take a whole bunch of fun pictures. But from New Zealand, after South Korea got canceled, I went to Bali for another week or two, which was unbelievable experience. Then from Bali, I went to Hungary, Budapest, and that was with AFWB. It's a nonprofit organization that actually coaches football camps in different parts of the world. So last year we were in Germany. This year we were in Hungary, Budapest, and it was me, D'Angelo Williams, Todd Gurley, Demarius Randall, a whole bunch of guys. It was good, like 10 or 20 of us there for a week. And then after that, I split up with everybody. I went to Dubai, which was unbelievable again. And then from Dubai, I went to Oman, Muscat, Oman. And then from there, I went to India to shoot the Holi Festival with a good photographer friend, Andrew Studer, of mine. And then from there I was supposed to go to Spain, but that got canceled. So
You did get to check off a lot off your list then, at least. You weren't missing out too much.
yeah, so I'm happy with that. I got a lot of good photos that I haven't even posted yet, filmed. So I just can't wait to go through it.
Now, for someone that loves to get outdoors, just travel, how are you going to be spending your time these next few weeks?
It sort of works out perfect because I can work out and just wake up, work out, and then I can work on photography, videography stuff. I can sort of edit all my stuff, and just really it gives me time to sort of breathe. So I'm stuck in the house, but at the same time, I really didn't want to leave the house. So I got a basketball hoop in the back so I can shoot some hoops and just enjoy the time being home and breathing and just being around family and friends from, I guess, via.
And you said you're working on a side hobby, coaching as well.
Yeah, so I've been doing that for a little bit, and started coaching young quarterbacks, young kids, and it was awesome. It's a really big passion of mine outside of all the traveling, photography, food, and stuff. But one passion I always have, I want to give back, and one thing I want to do is start coaching kids. So yesterday I was with James Jones with the Green Bay Packers. He lives out here now, and he was coaching, so I went out there and coached some of his young kids up. And then this morning I was out coaching the quarterback. So for everybody out there, if you got a quarterback, DM me, shoot me a buzz, and we'll talk about it.
Start breeding them now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Arizona has a lot of talent. Just got to get them right.
Yeah. 5 guys now on the team with local ties to Arizona high schools, including obviously the new addition of Devon Kennard. I know that you two have a close relationship. What is it just like seeing you guys all come together and have that special bond in common?
I think it's a really cool environment because one, the locker room is such a sacred place, and it's such a ever evolving place because so many guys are coming and going. But then when you get like a cohesive group like that, especially all of us that grew up and sort of know each other and know of each other, and to know Arizona like we do, and now to be, to grow up watching the Cardinals, and all of us play against each other, go to separate colleges, now to come back to play with the Cardinals. It's like a dream come true. So Devon Kennard, my brother, he's back. I mean, it's just going to be a fun group. You already have sort of what we built, and now to add these guys who are already from Arizona to come and be a part of this special thing we have going on, it's going to be amazing. And I think that's a big part and a huge thing for football teams is that group mentality and just sort of working with one another and having the team bonding. So I think it's already there as we already know each other.
Yeah, and I know you said you had opportunities to possibly go elsewhere this off-season. So aside from just the connections, obviously, playing in your hometown, why was this the best fit going forward this next coming year in this system?
Yeah, I really just wanted to stay home and be a part of this organization. I think for me, playing with Cliff in this offense, Tom, Cam, it was just a perfect fit for me, and I didn't want to go anywhere else. And so this opportunity to be able to do what we did last year and to improve on it, and now we got, Hop in and we got some dudes, it'll be a fun year, and I want to make sure I was a part of it for the year 2.
Yeah, and it seemed like you and Kyler just developed such a strong relationship towards the end of this season. How can that just grow now in year 2, including within the system?
Yeah, I think that's a huge part, especially for quarterback's development. And not only myself, but, something that sort of just came natural. I wasn't one to go in there and just rah and say I was the older guy. Kyler's a really awesome guy. And so for us to just sort of connect and just grow throughout last year, it sort of helps a lot because now people feel comfortable. Kyler feels comfortable. I feel comfortable. The coaching staff, we all feel comfortable with each other. And it not only helps Kyler, but it helps me and, him sort of gain confidence in the system and work together and make things happen.
All right, moment of truth time. How many times have you rewatched that Seattle win?
Man,
you got the time now.
It's crazy now, but I haven't watched it too much. Once that opportunity came and it sort of happened the way it did, it was a moment, again, I will always remember. And I still have Russ's jersey. I talk to him all the time. I was just talking to him a little bit ago. And just thinking about it, playing with him and me and him being such close brothers that we are, and then for that opportunity to come and for us to make it, for it to happen like it did, it was just a crazy, crazy surreal moment.
Now, you had that famous line in our Flight Plan episode where you said, I think the song Slide came on, and you said it's either chillin' or buck wild. Is that kind of just like, I think that just encompasses who you are.
Yeah, it's no gray area for me. It's one or the other. So I'm either chilling, stuck in the house, or I'm going buck wild, traveling, having fun, and just enjoying life. I think that's the name of the game. Like I just want to enjoy, give off good energy, good vibes, and just live.
Well, I hope you stay chilling for a little bit right now during this time. Thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to get back to football, obviously, once the time comes.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Glad to be back.